Hey there. So, BRICS, as in BRICS, is on the verge of introducing this exciting new gold-backed currency, and it's pretty intriguing that they're not planning to involve XRP in it. I know it might sound a bit surprising, but there's something about this BRICS currency that's making me pause and think differently. In this video, I'm going to dive into all the nitty-gritty details. Welcome back to the Cryptoholics Corner, your hub for all things crypto. Join us as we dive into the world of cryptocurrencies, uncovering insights, sharing news, and demystifying the complexities of this exciting frontier. Stay tuned for enlightening episodes, and remember, fellow cryptonauts, the crypto universe is vast, and together, we'll navigate its depths. So, BRICS is hosting a summit that has got everyone super excited. It's widely expected that countries like Saudi Arabia and a bunch of others will announce their involvement in BRICS+. What's even more interesting is that BRICS has plans to introduce its very own currency for use within the BRICS nations. This is basically the beginning of a process called De-dollarization, which means they are moving away from using the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. But to make this happen, it's all about cooperation among the BRICS nations, because doing this in isolation just won't work. Lately, we've noticed the BRICS nations operating somewhat independently, despite having significant gold reserves. And now, it's becoming clear that these gold reserves are meant to back their new currency. The big question is, how are they going to make this gold backing work? Are they going to create a brand new currency from scratch, or are they going to use blockchain technology to create a virtual gold-backed currency token? To get the full picture, we should ask ourselves if blockchain is even necessary in this case. I know it might seem like a weird question, especially from a channel that's all about blockchain being the future. But it's worth considering whether the BRICS nations really need blockchain for this project. You have to remember, just a few months ago, FedNow was launched. Before that, instant payments were happening in the US without blockchain. Let me break it down for you. Think of the whole banking world, with major players like Citibank. When you move down the ladder to small banks connected to Citibank, transactions between those banks were super quick. Why? Because they were all operating on the same platform, so transferring money between accounts was as simple as changing some numbers in a ledger. So, why did FedNow come into play? Well, it became a problem when you tried to move money from one bank's ledger, like JP Morgan's, to another bank's ledger, like Citibank's. That's where delays and extra costs came in, because you're essentially trying to convert numbers from one ledger to another. FedNow was introduced to ensure that all the banks in the system operated on the same ledger, making it easier to transfer money from a Citibank account to a JP Morgan account. Now, the technology behind all of this is still a bit mysterious. We think that they might use XRP through partners like Finastra and Temenos in the future to make instant value transfers across different ledgers possible. This might be the secret sauce that makes FedNow work so seamlessly. So, when it comes to the BRICS currency, they might not necessarily need blockchain to make their payments happen. It's possible that they'll all get the banks in the BRICS and BRICS Plus nations to use the same ledger, which would allow for instant value transfers, potentially without needing blockchain and therefore no XRP. Now, there's more to the story. The whole blockchain and cryptocurrency wave is taking over the world. It's where central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, are headed, and it's the direction the world is moving in. Despite the huge influence of the BRICS nations and the significant attention they're getting, we're all interconnected in the global financial landscape. Now, it's important to keep in mind that this is just speculation based on the research we've done. We're open to different viewpoints, and this is just our perspective. There's a pretty good chance that BRICS will go ahead and launch their currency on their very own blockchain. Even though countries like Brazil, India, and South Africa have dabbled with Ripple, the BRICS nations are more focused on their collective goals. It looks like they're gearing up to build their blockchain and tokenize gold within it, anchoring the value of the BRICS coin to this precious metal for all sorts of transactions within the BRICS nations, from oil deals to various market transactions. In this setup, they might not need XRP. But here's the twist. The BRICS nations can't cut ties with the rest of the world. They'll need a way to send and receive funds, and that's where XRP, or at least blockchain technology, could come into play. I believe they'll eventually build their currency on a blockchain, mostly because they know they'll have to deal with cross-border transactions. Also, they're well aware of how blockchain tech is transforming the financial landscape, especially with CBDCs on the rise. To stay connected to the global financial system, they might find it necessary to base their currency on blockchain technology. However, when it comes to sending money beyond the BRICS countries, they'll need a bridge asset. And there's only one asset capable of providing liquidity to large markets, and that's XRP. It's basically a neutral tool that can work independently and serve as a bridge asset for facilitating value transfers between the BRICS nations and the rest of the world. Now, you may have come across this article on Twitter, and I just want to caution you to be careful when you come across such news. That's why it's important to follow videos like these and subscribe on YouTube. When big news breaks about BRICS using XRP, it's easy to get swept up in the excitement. People tend to jump the gun and share these claims on Twitter without looking at the bigger picture. Let me set the record straight on a few points. The article in question is titled On De-risking and De-dollarizing Intra-BRICS Trade via Smart Contracts, and it's published by a group called the BRICS Journal of Economics. Now, because of the name, there's a rush to share it on Twitter as if BRICS itself has made this announcement, but the reality is quite different. The article was written by a group of folks who are really into BRICS and love creating peer-reviewed journals and doing research in this field. It's important to note that the BRICS Journal of Economics is not officially connected to the actual BRICS organization. It's an independent effort to explore the potential of XRP and smart contracts in the context of BRICS, even though it doesn't have any official endorsement. Now, to really drive this point home, the website itself clearly states, BRICS Journal of Economics is a peer-reviewed open access journal covering key economic issues of middle-income developing countries, primarily BRICS countries. The journal's objectives are to expand knowledge on contemporary economic trends in BRICS countries, to publish original research papers that present outcomes of initiatives and findings across all fields of the economy and management in these countries. In simple terms, this isn't an official statement from BRICS. I don't mean to harp on this, but it's super important to be cautious when you're consuming information online. Always make sure you're checking out reliable sources and experts for accurate insights. So, in a nutshell, while the BRICS nations might not need XRP to handle payments among themselves, they will need it when dealing with entities outside their collective. In those situations, a bridge asset is a must, and that's where XRP comes into play. Thanks again for joining us on this exciting journey through the world of cryptocurrencies here at the Cryptoholics Corner. We hope you've gained valuable insights and knowledge that will empower you in your crypto endeavors. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell to stay updated with the latest trends, news, and tips. Until next time, fellow cryptonauts, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep prospering in the fascinating realm of cryptocurrencies.